For anyone who doubts the Web3 evolution, consider that the biggest corporations, banks, and governments have quietly made significant moves into Web3. One of those major corporations is Fox. Today's guest, Melody Hildebrandt, is the president of Blockchain Creative Labs, responsible for aggressively moving Fox into the blockchain space. Melody, welcome to the Daily Drop.
Thanks. Great to be here.
Yeah, and it's amazing like how much you've done in your career. I'm very excited to have you here. But let's start right at the beginning with legacy media. How relevant do you think legacy media still is today?
I guess I'd have to contest the word legacy here in a
Mhm.
way. I guess unless by legacy you mean trusted and time tested and connecting with audiences. I think any kind of pre-existing media, say a non-digitally native brand like Fox that has longer history. I think we see this as part of the future. So it's part of an evolution. Like Fox has evolved itself multiple times, to be relevant in today's technology, today's infrastructure, today's consumer expectations and behavior. And we just kind of see this as the new frontier. So I think it is essential to us, but it's kind of part of an ongoing evolution about how do we bring our content to our fans in the most compelling way.
Okay, so this is the moment I realize how much smarter you are than I am. So let me just take a moment. Okay, got it. What challenges is legacy media? I mean, your definition was amazing. But what challenges are we facing right now in terms of technology?
Yeah, I think we look at a few things. One is, what is the new consumer way that they often interact with media? What is like their first initial entry point? Who are they going to? And increasingly, we're seeing, I think, just a new class of intermediaries. Whereas previously, you might have, in the social revolution, that obviously really changed the way that fans discovered content, found content for the first time, potentially, had aggregated content served to them from different big technology companies. I think obviously today we see a whole new frontier with TikTok and influencing culture and just how, the young people of today, increasingly in particular, are looking to trusted people to actually determine what kind of content they want to consume. So there's really just like a new set of intermediaries. I
Mhm.
think that we think about, we want to ensure that we can still have that direct conversation with our fan, and we want to have a thriving intermediary relationship as well to help people discover our content who might not know to come to us directly, to go directly to our URL. But that we have to ensure that we can maintain that direct connection, which I think is really important to us. It's what our fans are looking for as well. They want to feel like they have a relationship with us. So I think that's the challenge. Like, how do you think about the intermediaries who are potentially owning the customer, and own that relationship? And how do you have your own direct audience with them?
It's interesting. So I was a partner briefly for a Gen Z content creation brand, and during my research, it was very interesting how the average Gen Zer apparently trusted YouTubers way more than let's say legacy media personalities. I mean, is that troubling?
I don't think it needs to be troubling. I mean, I think to also think about, like, well, who is breaking the news? Who is the original content creator? And often, I think those influencers, for example, are providing their take, their summary of what they think is important, but that is built upon their digesting of all these original primary sources. So I think we should encourage that entire ecosystem to thrive. You can't expect that everyone's always going to come and read all of the underlying source material. They might want to read aggregations from their favorite influencer. They might want to ask ChatGPT to summarize it for them. That all that content is built on the back of original source reporting. It's built on the back of original content creation. So I think it's just important for us to persist that kind of value throughout the chain, even if consumers are able to unlock incredible new value through these influencers. And that's obviously they're kind of voting with their money or where their time is spent with how they want to consume that content. But again, what's underlying all of that? Like, and how can we persist through that relationship?